Alright crew, we're going to stop it right here on the first frame. So what we're doing here is we're looking at the stars, or what we think are stars, that's going to change into the volcanic rocks that make up the planet that Luke has exiled himself away on in hiding. Now, what I want to talk about the stars is, remember when Force Awakens came out, everyone was thinking that it was going to open up with maybe the lightsaber floating through space, and then, or something like that. All Star Wars films start with space. Either a planet in space, starships in space. It's always a spaceship in space. That's the way Star Wars has started. But because the fans weren't really too worried about that in The Force Awakens, and everyone was sort of guessing, you know, as long as it was something cool to do with space, we're okay with it. Maybe that is our fate after the credits. Maybe we even get a spaceship go past or something. Who knows? Then we could get the stars fading in to Rey and the planet. It's just a thought. I think it will be pretty tripped out to see her pop out straight away like that without seeing anything that happened. Because if we go forward a little bit, we'll find out that she's obviously popped out, and that cave behind her may be the cave that she's gone into, a la Luke's cave that he went into on Dagobah with Yoda to get the Force. You know, it's part of the Force training. You got to face your inner demons, guys, if you want to be a Jedi. Anyway, let's keep going. Lucasfilm logo, I love that. You know why? It shows you that Star Wars fans, we just matter. We absolutely matter. If Disney ever put their logo in front of that, you know they don't care anymore, guys. That's the Rocko opinion. All right. Luke, we get our first shot of that planet. You know, this is the planet I've come to hate. I love it, but I hate it. Only because every time I see it, I know I'm only going to get a glimpse of Luke when I'm watching The Force Awakens. Right off the bat, yeah! Right off the bat, we've got the like the rocks. It's almost like you know, there's a certain islands off into the distance you can even see with another little rocky thing that we don't know quite what that is. What the hell is that? It almost looks like they've put that in. What is that little rocky thing? Anyway, guys, comments below on what that little rocky thing is. Oh, alright. Has Luke exiled himself on this planet on purpose? Is it because it's like that? I can imagine, like, no matter what island of them he's on, if somebody lands there with a spaceship, unless they're Luke Skywalker, you know, or really well trained in the Force, he can just almost leap over to that. You know, he can leap over there, man. Don't forget, guys, he was bouncing all over the place in Return of the Jedi. We just, you know, he's bouncing away from Darth Vader, bouncing all over Jabba's sail barge. Anyway, guys, let's keep going. Let's not talk about islands too much, eh? Just breathe. Breathe! Then we get our first shot of Rey in her new sort of get-up, standing there. It's pretty similar to how the exact same sort of costume when she landed. Now this is like a nighttime, sort of, you know, dusk, getting to night, which will tie into a shot later on. Keep that in mind. Reach out. Okay, of course, the ultimate, the Force rocks. Now, when I first heard this from the leak at the was it footage at CinemaCon that the CinemaCon dudes get to see? Anyway. Someone said somewhere that they've seen footage of her training with rocks. I thought it was going to be the clunky boulders, like, you know, and she still could, like Yoda was getting Luke to stack, you know, when he was standing on his head and shit. That type of thing. But I must admit I like this one too. This is like the new rocks. What do you see? Now, okay guys, we got Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia. Absolutely awesome. Now, I don't know if Carrie's going to be in Episode 9 or not. I really didn't foresee it, even before the events of her life unfolded. I really think that Princess Leia would go out awesome, have an awesome finish in it. Like, she obviously doesn't have the Force. She can't go out fighting. She can't go out blasting anything. And she's the princess. It's her war. George Lucas just said it's her war, mate. So she has sacrificed everything for this. She's fought for it. You know, she's, you know, Rogue One. She got the plans, man. It's all over if she didn't get them plans into R2. That was it. All those people that died at Rogue One basically put their faith, all died to get her those plans. Yeah, so a lot of backstory. I really think that her awesome completion of her character arc would be to go out sacrificing herself. Maybe in a big space battle, like sacrificing the ship to save people. I don't know. It's just me. I don't work on the movies, but I don't know. I think it'd be a cool way to go out. And a fitting way, you know, sort of like a captain going down with the ship. A princess going down for the rebellion. Now, I'll stop at this point and we will talk about the sound. There's a lot of voices. You're getting Yoda in there. You're getting, I think we even had like a Ben Kenobi. We definitely heard Darth Vader just then breathing, which brings us to the image we're on. That image right there, it's quite scary actually, is the broken helmet of Kylo Ren. We know he's a bit of a child. We know he gets angry sometimes, so he smashed that. I just wonder the context of the smash. Is it like right away are they going to show it like he's pissed off because she got the better of him, Rey, at the end of Force Awakens? Or does he hear something, you know, that he doesn't like? Anyway, this is going to be a hard one to try and guess just by that image. There is definitely broken glass around, so he's either gone cut sick in the room again, or he's smashed a few things. Interesting, guys. It's very interesting, this one. It's a very interesting, stark image. Okay.
Darkness.
Yeah, and you definitely got Yoda. That was Yoda in the background. Was it You Will Believe? I'm not sure. Anyway, we are looking now at what looks to be scrolls. Some sort of Jedi scrolls, I'm guessing they are. Maybe the only scrolls that are left. Maybe something to be found still. The reason I say that is we're inside this cave tree / force dream vision that Rey's having at the start of the trailer, that she comes out of and goes, that was it. This is it. This is in the middle of it. You know what I mean? So, well, that's what I'm guessing anyway. Either that, or, you know, she's got a... It just seems very mystical, the shot, as it's going in. If it was just like a shot as you're walking up to it, I would think maybe that Luke was showing her these. But the way the shot's presented, who knows, might not even be in the film, they do that shit. To me, this is a vision, you know, like it's drawing you in like, Rey, come look for me. That's what I'm getting. Rey, come look for the scrolls. Are they all scrolls? Yeah, they're all scrolls. These scrolls here could be scrolls that Luke has retrieved from the first Jedi Temple. We know that Luke went looking for the first Jedi Temple. That was Han. Han said that in Force Awakens. He went off looking for the first Jedi Temple. That type of shit. You know, Han doesn't pay much attention to that type of stuff. He went back to smuggling, you know, when he knows that the Forces and that's around. So anyway, he's read something or come to the conclusion by these scrolls that the Jedi Order has to end. I think these scrolls are the keys, guys. Whatever's in these bastards, we're going to know that. Yeah, very mystical. And then, of course, we get the image that everyone's going, that's the Grey Jedi. Unfortunately, it's not the Grey Jedi. That is just the sign of the Jedi and the Force. That's it. The Force. That's all there is to it. It's on everything. It surrounds us. Alright, guys, so the hand is gloved that's looking at that scroll. Now, could that be Luke's hand looking at the scroll? Because Rey's hand at the start in the dream doesn't have gloves on it when she comes out of there. Now I'm guessing she only goes in for this vision once. I don't think it's like a phone booth where you can just get, hang on man, I missed that bit. Luke ducking into the tree just to get another, you know, make it a bit clearer. Oh no, you get one go at this vision shit. If you don't pay attention, it's gone. It's not like this where we go back and back and back. That's what people don't understand about Jedis. It's hardcore, man. Imagine just getting hit with a vision. You're like, alright, so, like, okay, cool. Alright, hang on. Whoa, just let me, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'd be like, alright, are we ready? What the fuck? And I'd be back out of the vision. Anyway, let's go. Now, of course, we've got this shot. This is probably my favourite shot of the trailer. I love this shot. This is the curve around the mountain. Ray waving her shit around, fucking. So we've got hums and ha's about this. The other thing is, as we first curve around, we've got this strange looking fucking rock here. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it looks, could it be a cloaked figure holding something? I don't know, guys. I don't know what it is. But it caught my eye, so I'm bringing it to yours. Let's do this.
Much bigger.
Oh, Christmas means Christmas, December, early December. It doesn't mean Christmas. Okay, then we get our shot of these awesome things. Now, I've analysed these things previously. Here's one I prepared earlier. These ships are like your B-wings. What you would think of being the middle of the ship is actually probably the engine that has the winged keel part on it. On the side is the cockpit, which you'll be able to see the guys. I'll zoom it in for you and you'll be able to get a good look at that. Alright. Now in that cockpit, the cockpit looks like the B-wing cockpit when it's up. So I think these are like the land version of the B-wing. Maybe even B-wing cockpits modified by the rebellion to these land craft. Now, also, the red, I believe they're on a dry riverbed, of course. You can see the cracked white crust of the riverbed. I think there's red underneath. I think the dust is red. The dry riverbed's red dust, you know, like Northern Australia. Ayers Rock type of shit, you know. So if they get up to the walkers by the time, and they're still on this, it's going to make for a really awesome visual battle. Now it's going to have, like, imagine the walkers as they're crushing this stuff and the red stuff pluming up, ships crashing, red stuff pluming up. Let's get back into these B-wing things. I've got a feeling we'll get to the next shot, eh? Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, now this shot, as it's pulling in, I'll draw your attention to the right of the screen. So the right of the screen, you can see very clearly the B-wing cockpit. The cockpit is actually open cab. It's convertible. So that one's actually got the guy sitting in it, you can see. The winged keel keeping the middle of it up. Who knows if these ships don't actually go... I don't know, man. I can see it in my head. Like, it's going to be awesome. It's really going to be awesome. I also seem to think that because of the battle on Hoth, and they know of the Empire's walkers, the AT-ATs, maybe these things have cables. Maybe that other part, you can see the gun turrets coming out the front of the middle of the cab. That's the middle is the gun and the engine. But I wonder if that other part maybe has a tow cable, because they know that tow cables work. You can shoot at AT-ATs all day, mate, and they're not going to do shit. Luke had to, you know, climb up one and throw a grenade into it. He couldn't even take it out. All right. Another thing we have learned is that the AT-ATs are called guerrilla AT-ATs or something, and they're massive. They're huge. You can maybe kind of see in the previous shot the normal one behind it. I don't know if they're going to have the normal ones or that's just one that's lagging behind. All right, let's keep going, guys. Great shot. Finn! What can you say about Finn? He's getting healed up big time. He was done, mate. He got swiped up the back with a lightsaber, so he's in some sort of massive healing chamber. Who the heck knows what's going on? We've also got numbers on the side. It's all written in, you know, basic, because it's not English. I think it's basic. Anyway, down in the comments below if it's not, guys. All right, let's do this. Is that like a digital camera that he's got hooked up? And notice he's got, like, he's in some sort of a casing as well. Reminds me a bit of that, Sol Guerrera's big thing that he has on, you know? Reminds me a bit of that thing. Which brings us to Poe. He's running one way, everyone's running the other way. That's what I like about Poe. BB-8, they're trying to... Obviously, this is the rebel base. And there's an attack happening. He's got to get to his ship. Doesn't quite get there before it all goes haywire. Then we've got the Falcon, as usual, coming to the rescue. Now, this really excites me there. For two reasons. It's blowing the shit out of TIE fighters. I think this could be to do with the same battle that is the Walkers and the Red Dust. But, the thing that excites me, is the fact that Chewie is probably piloting this mofo. Anyway, let's keep going. Great shot. And then, yes, of course, the nighttime shot of Rey looking like she's just seen something horrible. And she's running with her lightsaber ignited. Scary stuff, guys. Could be to do with Luke. Let's press on.
I only know one truth.
Okay, now that can't be from the flashback. His helmet's off. He's got the scar already, which is cool. Our first look at the scar. Now, it's not huge, because, of course, it wasn't huge when it happened. It's just a graze, you know. They couldn't have a huge scar and then still have him have an eye and talk. Otherwise, he'd look like Snoke. Let's go. This shot, second favourite shot of the trailer. Absolutely love this one. This is our back shot of the pre-vision that we saw in Force Awakens. So when we saw the shot that was also in the trailer for Force Awakens of Luke putting his hand on R2's head, this is the back shot of that. That's the Jedi Temple burning. Now, it looks like it could be on the same sort of planet. You know what I mean? But I don't think it is. Because it wouldn't make sense to me. Otherwise, everyone would know where Luke is. He's still on that planet that the Jedi Temple got burnt on, where obviously Kylo and the Knights of Ren have stormed through it. But then we get this shot, which is Phasma and her crew coming out of the, looks like, you know, deck of either a spaceship or some sort of, you know, maybe ground bunker. That's what I'm getting. Or are they tricking us and making us want to think that Phasma was there also at the time of the Jedi Temple massacre with Luke and R2 and all that crap? I don't know, man. It's speculation. Then we get massive, awesome shots of the space cruisers. They look good, man. X-Wings, A-Wings, everything you want.
It's time for the Jedi to end.
And of course, yeah, epic words from Lukey. It's time for the Jedi to end. Now, I think he's got gloves on there. Can't see no robot hand. Effects have got to be done. It's Star Wars. They wouldn't release this shit because they know people going in there like this with a fine-tooth comb. And then, of course, the titles to end all titles. Red as Sin, The Last Jedi. Well, that was it, guys. That was The Last Jedi official teaser. We've got December coming for us for that one. Now, my thoughts are this is going to be an awesome film. I love Looper. Rian Johnson, he knows what he's doing. Just from the way he's been talking at Star Wars Celebration, you can tell he's absolutely in love with this film and with Star Wars. It's probably going to be proven all wrong. Yeah, that's it. The trailer will come out. They show Luke dying at the start. We're all fucked. We all get everything wrong. We're like, dun, 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 dun. But yeah, that is The Last Jedi official teaser, guys. Let us know down below in the comments. Thoughts, hopes, dreams. May the Force be with you always.